I'm incredibly proud, as are millions of Americans.
No. Not today, Hegseth. Yes or no?
Congressman, you know what a silly question that is.
But silly enough
fidelity
to
to the
warrant a
Constitution.
very straightforward answer. Yes or no?
We all support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
You know what?
We're proud
I'm not going to waste my time anymore. You're not worthy of my attention or my questions. You're an embarrassment to this country. You're unfit to lead. And there's been bipartisan members of Congress that have called for your resignation. You should just get the hell out and let somebody competently lead this department.
Chair, I recognize the gentleman from California, Mr. Carbajal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It shouldn't come as no surprise that I have serious concerns with both the deployment of the National Guard and the Marines to Los Angeles. I served in the Marine Corps. We are trained to be war fighters, not for crowd control. Everyone here should be alarmed that the president has sent armed forces into a city against the wishes of a governor and mayor. I am concerned this administration is purposely escalating the situation with this step and politicizing our armed forces in the process. Let's call it for what it is. It's political theater. Hegseth, are the Marines in Los Angeles ordered to protect property by any means necessary?
Sir, I would say the ICE officers and police officers being attacked is not political theater. The National Guard and Marines,
just yes or no. Just yes or no.
The National Guard and Marines have the full authority to protect federal ICE agents.
Yes or no?
Federal buildings.
Can you just say yes or no? This isn't Fox anymore. Just yes or no.
They're there to protect federal agents and federal.
Another BS answer. Under the SRUF, the use of force, are Marines allowed to fire warning shots?
No.
Now that's more like it. Isn't that easy? Well, you know, I'm going to beat this drum because you refuse to take responsibility. Will you take responsibility for having made a mistake? Not to mention, many people would say break the law in participating in the Signal group chat that included a journalist, your wife, your brother, where classified information was shared.
Sir, every way I communicate is authorized. Every way
Okay, if you want to say that. I have called for your resignation. I didn't think you were qualified before your confirmation, and you have done nothing to inspire confidence in your ability to lead competently. You broke the law in sharing classified information, and in doing so, endangered the lives of our service members that you are responsible for. Your inability to hold yourself accountable makes you incapable to lead. This alone makes you unfit to be the Secretary of Defense. Secretary, do you think the United States should continue supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia, a nation that is hostile towards the United States?
Well, as you know, sir, President Trump is committed to peace.
No, I just want yes or no answers. Today,
the United States has spent billions of dollars.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Over years.
Just yes or no. Can I get a yes or no out of you?
We continue to send.
Come on.
Presidential drawdown.
It's that easy. Kindergartners can give me a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes, we support peace in Ukraine.
Come on. Is this really leadership? You're an embarrassment to the United States. If Russia invades NATO allies, are you going to recommend to the president that we fulfill our Article 5 obligations?
Well, Russia has not invaded NATO allies.
No.
President Trump.
No. I reclaim my time. Yes or no? It's that simple.
There's Article 5 in NATO, which we recognize.
So is the answer yes or no?
That's what Article 5 is, yes.
Good. I'm glad you brought yourself to saying yes. Do you think political allegiance to Trump is a requirement for serving our nation, either in uniform or a civilian in the department?
I'm incredibly proud, as are millions of Americans.
No. Not today, Hegseth. Yes or no?
Congressman, you know what a silly question that is.
But silly enough
fidelity
to
to the
warrant a
Constitution.
very straightforward answer, yes or no.
We all support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
You know what?
We're proud to
I'm not going to waste
Trump.
my time anymore. You're not worthy of my attention or my questions. You're an embarrassment to this country. You're unfit to lead. And there's been bipartisan members of Congress that have called for your resignation. You should just get the hell out and let somebody competently lead this department.
Mr. Chairman, do we not have any decorum in here?
Thank you very much. I yield my time.
Gentleman
This
yields
is
back.
horrible.
And I would urge everybody to remember and maintain a decorum suitable for this chamber with their further comments. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Tennessee, Dr. Desjardins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I would like to thank you, Secretary Hegseth and General Kane, for bringing pride, strength, and respect back to our military. Many critics have described the President's deployment of the National Guard in Los Angeles as unprecedented. But as you know, we've seen similar actions throughout history, from Eisenhower sending the 101st to Little Rock, to Johnson and Kennedy federalizing the Guard over the objections of Southern governors during the Civil Rights era, to George H.W. Bush deploying federal troops during the 1992 L.A. riots. Isn't it fair to say that there's a well-established precedent for presidents acting when state leaders are either unwilling or unable to enforce federal law or protect federal facilities?
Sir, nothing that we're doing on the ground is unprecedented. I would argue what is unprecedented is a governor and a mayor unwilling to protect law enforcement.
Well, thank you for being willing to step up. Considering we're going to shift gears here to the nuclear-armed sea-launched cruise missile program. I just wanted to touch base on that other subject because I think that's ridiculous that the criticisms that we're hearing in the media. But with Putin talking freely about using low-yield or tactical nuclear weapons, I think it's important we discuss the SLICM-N program for a minute. As you know, restoring SLICM-N capability to the Navy was recommended in President Trump's 2018 nuclear posture review. The Biden administration proposed to cancel this program, but based on consistent testimony from our senior military leaders that this system was necessary to address deterrence gaps, Congress continued to fund it, and in the FY24 Defense Authorization Bill required the Department to create a dedicated program of record for its development. What is your view of the SLICM-N program and the broader issue of modernizing our nuclear forces to ensure we have nuclear deterrent that meets the evolving threats we're seeing?
Well, so your characterization is correct. I want to thank Congress for keeping SLICM-N effectively alive under the previous administration because we think it's a critical capability. And you'll see in the FY26 budget, we fund it at over 1,000% increase. So we completely recognize the need for that capability alongside the entirety of the nuclear enterprise. Is critically important to maintain deterrence. If you're going to have peace through strength, if you're going to reestablish deterrence, you need to have a credible deterrent, especially at the foundational and baseline level, which is the nuclear level.
And General Kane, STRATCOM commanders and your Vice Chief Admiral Grady have testified about the importance from a military perspective of being able to provide the President with an additional response option and how SLICM can strengthen deterrence by providing a non-strategic response option that is not air-delivered. Do you share that view?
I do.